Is your Pokemon game fake? Well, today I'm going to show you how to spot a real copy from a fake one, so that way you don't have to worry about it. So first off, we have the original Game Boy and the Game Boy Color games. I do not have a copy of Silver and Gold, but the same principles apply to it for the same as Blue, Yellow, and Red. So let's take a deeper look at these. So first thing you can tell on this copy of Red is it says Nintendo Game Boy up top. Fake copy might just say Nintendo, might just say Game Boy, and might just say Game. Basically, if it does not say that, it's a fake copy. Second off is the label itself. If it is oversaturated, very dark, and just does not look right, it's fake. Also, see how this label is very squarely placed in the borders here? So that's uniformity. That means it's a real copy. Also, every label is going to have a number hidden somewhere on it. Right here on the red, it is 22 on the bottom right. For the blue copy here, let's see if I can find it. Right there, it's 34 it looks like. Then for the yellow, sometimes the more damaged these labels are, the harder they are to find. But it looks like it might be right there, 12. So yeah, you just want to look for that. Now, if you still don't know if it is real from those signs, you can ask to open up the game, and then you'll see this right here. If it's got a battery in it, it is a good sign to begin with. But then on the back, you should see Nintendo and these 4 rectangles right there. That means it is a legitimate copy, and you are good. Now for the Pokemon Crystal, it's going to be the same thing. Going to have a number hidden on it right there. It is 08. For these, it's a little bit easier. You'll be able to see the battery behind it here. Most fakes do not have batteries because they're trying to save as much money as possible. Same thing, it's going to be oversaturated. It's not going to have that sheen glow to it. Up here, it might just say color. And then, of course, on the back, it's going to have those 4 rectangles as well as Nintendo as well. And with the Pokemon Crystal copy, you will see a lot of them have either a darker blue case. It's not going to have these silver flakes in it. And really, that's the easiest way to tell a Pokemon Crystal fake from a real one. Next, on to the next generation. In my opinion, these are the most faked games out there. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Leaf Green, Fire Red. So let's go through and see how you can tell if these are fake or not. So first things first is Pokemon Emerald. $200 game, normally, even loose. And this one is counterfeited so much. One thing will be if the label is in immaculate condition, it's most likely fake. But again, these are going to have that hidden number in it. You can faintly see this one right there. It's like 19, I believe. And then again, it's going to have those 4 rectangles on the back. And the cool thing about these is you can slightly see the battery right there poking over the label. If you see all that, it is a real copy. Now, you might have cases where, like this Pokemon Ruby here, something seems a little off from it. I mean, I can still see the battery back there. And it's still got the 4 rectangles on the back. This is, in fact, a real copy of Pokemon Ruby. It was from my childhood. It's just, I ended up putting a third-party label on this because I wanted the label. It's in my collection. I'm not trying to resell it or anything. But as you can see, it no longer has that number anywhere on here. And it's a little bit more papery of a texture. You can sort of see where the adhesive is and everything compared to like Pokemon Leaf Green, where it's very, very shiny and very flat on there. So that's another thing to look out for, is just because it doesn't have that number and the label looks off, doesn't mean it's a fake copy. So you really want to look for multiple things when trying to deduce if it's fake or real, because you never know. Somebody may have just slapped a third-party label on there to sell it better. But yeah, so then we're going to go here to the Pokemon Sapphire. Same thing, super glossy. This one actually has 2 numbers, it looks like. It's got a 98 and a 54 on there. Never seen that before. But, yep, this one's also real. You can faintly see that chip back there saying it's real. I'll throw up some pictures of the fake versions right now. As you can see, they got different circuit boards on the back, no batteries, bunch of black goo on the circuit board, and you will see them all the time on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Amazon, places like that. So next up we have the DS games. Now these are a lot more difficult to spot fakes for, because as you can see, they no longer have that hidden number on the label. So that's no longer a giveaway. What you can do though is see the alignment of the labels. If it is skewed, if it's not within these borders, it is a fake game. Like even the back of this where it says Nintendo NTR 005 patent pending, like even that can be faked in most games. But really, you just gotta handle it. You gotta feel if the texture's off. Obviously fake games are gonna have that more paper glossy. It's not gonna be like this. And then the easiest way to tell is get yourself a DS and try to put the game in. If it goes in easily, it's a real copy. Fake copies are normally not the same width as real ones, so you would have to sort of force it, and then like when you try to release it, it would get stuck, and then you'd have to yank it out. But this is in fact a real copy, goes in and out just like that. And that's going to be the same for Pokemon Platinum, Pearl as well. They're going to be on gray cartridges, going to have the label in the border, really nice. And then of course, that's going to be the back. Really just be careful with these. Another good indicator is they'll have really low poly like stickers. Like you'll be able to see the pixelation in Pokemon Platinum, whatever. So that's a good indicator. For Pokemon Soul Silver, Heart Gold, Black, White, it's a little bit easier because normally the counterfeits do not use these black cartridges that are semi-transparent. So they'll use just regular gray ones like Platinum and Diamond. So those are a little bit easier to find. So as long as it has a black cartridge and it's got that semi-transparent when you hold it up to light, these are real copies. And again, just take out a DS if you have one. If not, they probably have one on their shelf somewhere. And just see if it goes in and out real easily. Like I said, these are very difficult to tell if they're fake, but those are some of the things that I look for whenever I buy secondhand Pokemon games. So now it's pretty much the same with 3DS Pokemon games. I have not seen these be counterfeited yet, but that doesn't mean they won't be. Again, just look for label placement and texture feel. If it inserts in and out of a 3DS okay and doesn't get stuck, that's really the best way to do it. If you ever need to, just like go on Google, look up an authentic copy of one of these games, and if it just does not look right, that's the best thing to do. So that is pretty much the quick and easy way to tell if you have a fake Pokemon game or not. Use this, save this if you are out buying them all the time and you want a quick reference video. And yeah, basically do not get scammed. I see them all the time online, and the more knowledge you have, the better. These are some of the games I have found from my local listings. These are all fake games, so as long as you know what to look out for, you won't get scammed. But I mean, look at them. Some of these are so blatantly faked and copied. So, yeah, the more knowledge you know, the less likely you are to buy fake games, and stay safe.